But with the NBA season starting, we have to give our NBA predictions for the season. Who's going to make the playoffs? Who's going to win the awards? Who's going to win, MVP, Rookie of the Year? So without a doubt, here is my predictions for the West, 1 through 8. I'll start with the number 1 seed, go all the way to 8, and I'll even go to 10 because there is a play-in this year, just like last year. So the 10th seed will have a chance to make the playoffs. Number 1, I have the Jazz. They had a great season last year. I still don't believe in the Jazz to be real title contenders. They're a regular season team, and this is regular season standing. So I do think the Jazz get that number 1 seed. The Nuggets, I think Michael Porter Jr. takes that step into stardom. He got that contract. He has to live up to that contract. I think the Nuggets are the number 2 seed in the West, followed by the Lakers. Brody's in town. AD's healthy. LeBron looks good. I think they get that 3rd seed. Mavericks. This is basically all the Luca Doncic prediction. I believe in Luca. I think Luca's going to have an extraordinary year. He's going to carry the Mavs. I think they get one of the home field positions. I think the Mavericks get the 4th seed. Suns, they're going to regress a little bit, but they're still making the playoffs. 5th seed with CP3, with Devin Booker. They get the 5th seed. Warriors, I think they're going to come on strong at the end of the season. Once Clay gets back, he's going to take a few games to get acclimated, and then we're going to see the Splash Bros get it together. Curry and Clay just sniping threes, just terrorizing defenses. I think it's going to be a fun end to the season for the Warriors, and they'll creep up the standings like in the latter third of the season, and they'll finish in the 6th seed. Blazers, we'll see how they do with their new head coach. I think just the fact that they have Damian Lillard, they're always a shoo-in for at least one of the spots in the playoffs. I think they get the 7th seed. Grizzlies, John Morant, Jackson Jr. just got his contract extension. Hopefully he stays healthy. The Grizzlies, 8th seed. Clippers without Kawhi, I think they still have enough talent to get one of these playing spots. And then I think the Timberwolves, hopefully for the Timberwolves, they get it all together. D'Angelo Russell, Karl Anthony Towns, Edwards, they have solid pieces to build around. So I think the Timberwolves get the 10th spot. So 1 through 10, Jazz, Nuggets, Lakers, Mavericks, Suns, Warriors, Blazers, Grizzlies, Clippers, Timberwolves. Those are my top 10 seeds in the West. And in the East, I have the Bucks with the number 1 spot. Nets number 2, even without Kyrie. Bucks goes without saying. I believe in their big 3: Holiday, Middleton, Giannis, their coach. They just won the title. I think they'll take that next step. Now that all the pressure's off them, they know that they're the champions. They're gonna play with a lot of liberty to lose. Bucks number 1 seed. Nets, Harden and KD. That's all I gotta say. If they stay healthy, even with Steve Nash as an unexperienced coach, I think they get the number 2 seed. Celtics, I expect a bounce back year from the Celtics. Hopefully Brown and Tatum could stay healthy. I think Brown takes that next step and kind of evens out with Tatum again as just 2 young stars in the league. 76ers, this is almost in the same spot as Mavericks in the West. I just really believe in Embiid. I think if they're able to get anything for Ben Simmons and build that kind of cater to Embiid's playing style, spread the floor, get Simmons out of that low block that he used to take up for the 76ers. I think Embiid has enough talent, if he stays healthy, to carry the 76ers into that 5th spot. The Heat, as my number 6, Kyle Lowry, he's going to help the Heat get into the playoffs. I really like Kyle Lowry. I like how he plays. I like his grittiness. I like how he gets a defensive. He draws fouls on the defensive side. So I like the Heat. The Bulls, I have them as the 6th seed. You have Vucevic, you have DeMar DeRozan, you have Lonzo Ball, and you got Zach LaVine. Zach LaVine, Vucevic, DeMar DeRozan, Lonzo Ball. Those are enough in the East to get you in the playoffs. If they don't, they're going to underperform. But I think the Bulls are the 6th seed, and they have potential to potentially even move up into the top 4, top 3. I really like what I'm seeing from the Bulls. They were super hot in the preseason. Hopefully they didn't, use up all their energy, use up all their shots in the preseason. But I'm impressed. Even with Caruso too coming off the bench, they should be interesting. The Hawks as the 7th seed. Trae Young is gonna get them in the playoffs. Knicks, they snuck into the playoffs last year, or they didn't sneak. They got in there, but they didn't look good in the playoffs. But I think Julius Randle still gets them in. Pacers number 9 and Hornets number 10 to round out the East. Those are my playoff predictions for the NBA. And for my awards, just gonna go through them real quick. MVP Luca Doncic. I predicted this last year, but they weren't that high in the standings. I think Luca Doncic, I had them 5th, but I could see them going up to like 3rd, 4th, or even 2nd. The West is wide open in my opinion. There's a lot of good teams. It could go a lot of ways, but Luca Doncic, he's gonna put amazing numbers again, and I predict the Mavericks to make the playoffs and maybe creep up into one of the top 3 seeds. Rookie of the Year, Cade Cunningham. He's gonna do his thing. He's pretty much the only bright spot on that team. Defensive Player of the Year, Bam Adebayo. Now that there's more pieces around him, hopefully everyone stays healthy. He's gonna be able to just command that paint, be that defensive player, guard 1 through 5. Bam Adebayo. 6th Man of the Year, I think Jordan Clarkson repeats as 6th Man of the Year. He's instant offense off the bench, and I have the Jazz, fighting for one of those top seeds in the West too. So I think Jordan Clarkson is going to be the 6th Man of the Year back to back. Most improved, Jordan Poole. He's looked good, man. He's had his moments before where he explodes for like 30 points. And I think this is the year where he gets it together. When they bring Clay back too, that's going to be 3 people that can score from anywhere. I think Jordan Poole wins Most Improved Player. Coach of the Year, that one's a little tough, but I think Mike Budenholzer gets it. I think for some reason a lot of people have the Nets just as a foregone conclusion as the number 1 seed in the East. But I think the Bucks, I believe in all their guys. Mike Budenholzer is going to lead them into that number 1 spot. Mike has always he's been good in the regular season. He has garnered some criticism for the postseason. He did get his first championship, so maybe those criticisms will go away. But he's always been a good regular season head coach. So I think the Bucks get the number 1 seed, and he gets, I believe it's going to be his 3rd Coach of the Year. So those are my awards. MVP Luka, Rookie of the Year Cunningham, Defensive Player of the Year Adebayo, 6th Man Clarkson repeats. Most Improved Jordan Poole, and Mike Budenholzer gets the Coach of the Year. And for my finals prediction, I have the Lakers versus the Bucks. I think the Lakers with Brody, they'll figure it out. They have enough talent. The Clippers without Kawhi, they're not going to be able to stop them. I don't believe in the Jazz. We'll see how the Nuggets do. Mavericks. There's going to be a lot of good team. Warriors. I have the Lakers making it to the finals in the West. And in the East, I have the Bucks making it back. I'm super impressed by that Giannis shot in the preseason, and hopefully it translates to the regular season. And Giannis just keeps improving year in and year out. He never settles. That mentality that he has is just incredible. And I think that team is just going to keep gelling, keep having better chemistry. And hopefully now that Budenholzer has a chip, he'll start even becoming a better coach too, because he's always been a good regular season head coach. He's had some troubles in the postseason. I think the Bucks have enough pieces to go back to the finals. And my prediction, I have the Lakers beating the Bucks in 7 in the finals. So that's it. Those are my predictions. Lakers in 7 against the Bucks. Jazz, Nuggets, Lakers, Mavericks, Suns, Warriors, Blazers, Grizzlies from the West. Bucks, Nets, Celtics, 76ers, Heat, Bulls, Hawks, and Knicks in the East. And the 2 playing from both sides, Clippers, Timberwolves, and Pacers, Hornets. That should do it. Let me know what you guys think. I know everyone has different predictions, but that's what makes it fun. I'm not trying to be, a psychic and I don't think I'm going to get everything right. I think it's just fun to, see where everyone is thinking before the season. Everyone has different perspective. Obviously, everyone has their favorite team that they're going to, root for one way or another, maybe sway their decision, be a little biased. So these are my predictions. Let me know what you guys think.